Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today I want to share with you guys another awesome watch by a company that I am now a retailer for. So if you want to make a purchase, just go ahead and let me know, drop a comment, and I will send you a PayPal invoice where you can have this shipped to you directly from the manufacturer. And the watch we're going to talk about today, the company is called Watchstar. And this is a company that blows my mind. I can't believe they don't have a bigger presence on the internet. You can't find a website about them. You can't find, which I'm working on. You can't find a lot of YouTube videos on them. You can't find much information about them anywhere. But I'm so fortunate that Facebook has brought me and the owner of the company together, and that I can now pass these watches on to you guys. You get a lot of watches for your money, and if you love the INVICTA watches, you're gonna love this brand. So the watch I want to share with you guys today is most of the Watchstar watches are themed watches. And there's not a lot of companies who make themed watches where they're actually really cool and of quality. And I have one of the watches from their line. It's called the Military DNA line by Watchstar. And what they've done, and let me show you first so you guys don't lose attention. This is what it looks like right here. This is one example of the different models they make in this lineup. And what this is, and I'm going to show you in a second, just bear with me. What they've done is they take pieces of genuine airplanes from World War II, or military planes. I'm not sure if they're all from World War II. I'm not a war buff, of course, or an aviation buff. But although I do appreciate all that stuff, they've taken the different parts from those planes, actual pieces of the steel or the metal from those planes. I'm not sure specifically which part, whether it be the body, engine, whatever. And they've melted those parts down and integrated a small portion of that metal into the creation of these watches. So there's not going to be a lot of it in there, of course, because naturally it is still stainless steel. But as far as, and I have over here a certificate of authenticity for the one I'm going to show you. This one here is their British Hawker Hurricane inspired watch. And let me just show you guys again what it looks like. And they make several different watches in this lineup, as I previously mentioned. And I just want to read them to you right here. They make the American P-51 Mustang, the B-17 Flying Fortress, the British Supermarine Spitfire, the British Hawker Hurricane, the one we're going to look at today, the British Lancaster Bomber, the German Dornier Do-17, I'm going to screw this up, German Messerschmitt ME-109, the German Ju-87 Stuka, the German Focke-Wulf 190A-9, Japanese A6M0, the Japanese A6M3, the Russian, here we go, Lyushin Stumovac. I destroyed that one. I butchered it, but you get the idea. They make several different variations, and let's talk about this one here, the British Hawker Hurricane. And so they each come with a card, and this one here naturally says Military DNA, and you have, of course, the British flag and the British Hawker Hurricane. The model of plane, the R4074RAF, and on the back it says this timepiece contains authentic and original metal recovered from the British Hawker Hurricane R4074, which is flown by Sergeant Joseph Pearson, J.P. Morrison of the 46th Squadron. How cool is that? The Hawker Hurricane became legendary during the Battle of Britain, where it accounted for, so I was wrong, I said World War II, I was incorrect, where it accounted for 60% of the Royal Air Force RAF air victories in the battle. On Tuesday, October 22nd, 1940, during the Battle of Britain, Sergeant Morrison was shot down by German ace Werner Mulders and crashed at a Dungeness. Major Mulders shot down an additional 2 Hurricanes on the fateful Tuesday. Sergeant Joseph Pearson Morrison, 754728, from Newcastle upon Tyne, was killed in action and buried at St. Andrews and Jesmond Cemetery, Newcastle. This timepiece is 5 of 12 in a series titled Aircraft of World War II. So I was correct. Sorry. Again, I'm not a history buff. But that's a really awesome story. It's actually a very touching story. And the fact that you have a piece of that plane in this watch. I mean, if you are an aviation buff, a World War II history buff, I get a little choked up just even reading that. It's like, that's absolutely beautiful. And it's just really cool that you can have a piece of history, a piece of that story, a piece of that guy's life, that plane, on your wrist, integrated this watch. Without getting too sentimental here, let's talk about the watch. It is powered by a Seagull 33 jewel automatic movement, which is a fantastic movement. The Chinese are really making some amazing quality movements nowadays. I mean, the whole Swiss-made thing is kind of, in my opinion, kind of a joke nowadays because it doesn't really take much to fall under the Swiss made criteria. And there was a time in history where Swiss made meant a real level of quality, which, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't, but just because it's a Chinese movement does not mean you don't get an exceptional level of quality. I priced this movement on eBay. It's like $150 just for the movement alone. And they're giving it to you in this watch for, and I have to go up to my price list here, or if you guys want to get it, I am giving you this watch for the retail price of $299. So most of their watches range in price from looks like $199 up to $400 depending on which model you get. Pretty awesome watch, guys, and you guys are gonna see every one of this particular series as long as it's available and still in production on this channel. Next go around, I'll go ahead and get a couple other ones because I think the military DNA collection is something that really can appeal to anyone. I mean, you know, what's cool about a watch is, you know, you may not like, you know, the Gen 2 Superstar. That may not be your style. But this watch, it's clean, it's simple, it's a part of history, and anybody, just with that story, would really, if you are an aviation buff and you do like planes and World War II and you love the history behind it, what a great gift for a guy who is into that. You know what I mean? Awesome. So it is a chronograph movement, of course. Again, automatic. On the back of these, you'll see a skeletonized face, which actually shows you what the plane looks like. You can see it's like an exhibition window. On the back it says military DNA. Just really interesting attention to detail. You have this very interesting chiseled out case, very sharp angles. So when the light hits it, it's just spectacular. A brownish poly band, and I believe this is poly, or I had a little bit of a confusion on the other watch strap on the Superstar because I almost suspect it's isoframe, but don't quote me on that. I'm not really sure how to get the information, but definitely a nice supple strap on it. You have your Watchstar logo on the back. Your indices all are very, very large with a lot of lume. There is a gold plating around each indice. Of course, it is a true chronograph watch. I believe you have 100 meters of water, or 10 ATMs, or 100 meters of water resistance, and a non-screw down crown and function pushers, which naturally activate your chronograph here. Hopefully you can see this here. Just a very interesting story, very interesting watch, and you know, I didn't realize that. I didn't know it even came with that pamphlet until really today. And it also comes with this here. It's a certificate of authenticity. It says, "To whom it concerns, London, England, October 22nd, 2013. To whom it concerns, this is to certify and." I don't know, I just butcher everything. This act is to certify and specify that this timepiece contains authentic and original metal from the 1937 to 44 Hawker Hurricane Battle of Britain RAF fighter aircraft, as stated in the Certificate of Authenticity issued by Watchstar Incorporated. And is signed by and notarized by Jessica Hyman and the president of Watchstar, MJ. I'm not going to say his name because maybe he doesn't want his name said. So pretty awesome, guys, and that comes with each watch. Great story, pretty awesome brand, and without further ado, let's see what it looks like on the wrist. Now, I am about 5'7.5". I weigh about 179 pounds. Shredding that weight lately, dropping a little bit here. And so again, I have a 7-inch wrist, and all these watches look pretty big on me. As far as size on this watch here, let me go ahead and throw a scale on here. I believe it looks to me about 48, if we go all the way to the crown. To the crown, look at about 55 to the very edge of one of the points on the case. But if we want to be realistic at the bezel, look at about 49, 48 millimeters. And also, it is a unidirectional rotating bezel that is very, very easy to turn. You can really feel the quality there. Again, I kind of joke a lot of times when I turn a bezel. I guess it's not really an indication of quality unless it's flopping all over the place, but it is very easy to turn. Probably one of the smoothest bezels I ever turned. Pretty awesome, guys. All right, let's go ahead and throw it on the wrist there. Hopefully throw it on the wrist here. There we go. Little new, little tight. All right. Pretty nice looking timepiece. And I love the green color. It's like just a minty green. Really nice contrast with the gold. It's really a beautiful watch. And what a great story. The star buckle on the back. if you do get this watch, you know, you might notice it took me a little bit to put it on. The buckle is pretty tight on the watch, so it just has to wear in a little bit. Just go ahead and force the rubber strap right through there, and you'll be good to go. It's nice and snug on the wrist. It feels good. It looks good, and I mean, the quality is really quite exceptional. I love the function pushers on this. They have, if you can see it, there is kind of a cleared, kind of a mint green striping on there on each one. You probably can't see it by the video, but it is there. Just a nice subtle addition. Crown and function pushers are really nice when you press the button. They have a nice click to them. You can just feel the quality. It's just there. And again, I'm just surprised this brand isn't larger. I mean, it's just, I hope that these videos really get the brand the awareness that it deserves. I mean, they really make a nice timepiece. I'm blown away with the quality. I'm blown away with the price points and just the story in each one of these watches. I mean, whether it be the Gen 2, the Gen 1 Superstar, I mean, it's a star themed watch, whether it's one of the military DNAs, whether it's one of their Apollo mission watches, the Gettysburg edition. I mean, there's a story with each one. It's really cool. A lot of thought went into the design and just I mean, who doesn't like a good story associated with a watch? I mean, you can wear a watch, it's like, yeah, here's my watch, great. I mean, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I own lots of watches like that, you know, but when you have a story behind a watch, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it's not a lot of companies out there who make theme-based watches, and this company's just killing it. Absolutely stunning, guys. Absolutely stunning. All right, so guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this watch. Drop a comment. I love to get those comments. Be respectful if you want them posted. And guys, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. If you do want to make a purchase for one of these watches, I can go ahead and accept PayPal for the payment and go ahead and have this drop shipped to you directly from the manufacturer for $2.99 shipped to your door. So let me know what you think, guys. I love hearing about it. As always, have a wonderful weekend. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell, check out the links in the description for any information I have. I always put in the link, whether it be to one of my stores or information about the product. Definitely check that out. Don't hesitate to do that. And you guys have a wonderful day. There will be a playlist for Watchstar specifically, just like everything I review. If anything that I review is of interest to you, go check out my playlist. You might just come to the channel for INVICTA. There's an INVICTA playlist. You like the Smart Home Tech? There's a Smart Home Tech playlist. You like Watchstar? There's a Watchstar playlist. And one other side note I want to mention is that my channel, and I'm going to put up a video about this today as well. My channel is called Fat Cat Collection. It's a collection of everything that I'm into. And what's great about that is I get to review all kinds of different products to share with you guys everything that I'm into. And it's kind of like a vlog as well. But some of you guys just are watch maniacs, right? I mean, you guys love watches. And that's where I have a lot of big following for the channel. I'm going to be creating a second channel, and I'm going to be duplicating a lot of the content. There are going to be new videos, but I'm going to come back and re-review everything that I've reviewed on this channel as far as watches, even the ones that I got when I was like 19 years old. I want to make a specific channel just about watches. This one will still, you know, I'll still be showing you the watches on this channel. I'll still be reviewing this channel and the Smart Home Tech, the cars, any product that I get and share with you guys. I'll still be doing my discussion videos, but I'm also going to be doing those on a separate channel as well. And the new channel is going to be called, and I was kind of going back and forth with the name, but it's going to be called 21 Jewels. And I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. I'm going to do it regardless because I think it's great to have just a specific channel. And you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for the love. Thanks for watching. And have a great weekend. Take care.